When I see a problem like M.2.4, I know that this is going to take me back to algebra because I'm looking for this x-intercept and I'm given a point and a slope. So I know that I'm going to need to use this relationship in order to be able to solve the problem. I also know that I'm looking for wherever this line hits the x-axis. All right, that is what the x-intercept is. So you can solve this either using this equation directly, or you can plot the point and use the slope to go work backwards until you hit the line. I'm going to show you how to use the y equals mx plus b because I think that this method is faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to know that I have a point 3, 4 and a slope of 2. So I'm going to plug this into this equation in order to find some missing information. And I am going to get this y value of 4 is equal to the slope of 2 times this x value of 3 plus whatever the y-intercept for this line is. And that's what that b is. So in order to write the equation for this line, I need to find out what b is. And so I'm going to simplify this. This is 6. 4 is equal to 6 plus b. I subtract 6 from both sides, and then I find that b is equal to negative 2. I can use this information to now get the general equation for this line. And the general equation for this line is y is equal to 2x minus 2. Now, in order to find the x-intercept, again, remember, is that point on the graph right there. I need to make sure that I'm plugging in a point that will give me what the value of that point is on the x-axis. And what is true of every point on the x-axis is that its y value is 0. And so that means that I can replace this y with a 0, solve for x, and find the x-intercept. So I'm going to set this equation up as 0 is equal to 2x minus 2, add 2 to both sides, and then I'm going to get 2 is equal to 2x. I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and I am going to get that x is equal to 1, which means that that point over there is the point 1, 0. And so let's go back and look at our answer choices for this question. It says, what is the x-intercept? The x-intercept, where that line is going to hit that graph, happens when x is equal to 1. So again, the strategy that you want to remember for problems like this, especially with problems where you're asking you about lines and intercepts, is always go back to this y equals mx plus b, and then understand what letter represents the slope, what letter represents the y-intercept, and then how you get the x-intercept, which is making this y value over here equal to 0.